Everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
Former state attorney of Baltimore, Marilyn Mosby, has been found guilty of 2 counts of perjury due to using COVID-19 measures to withdraw from her retirement fund early. Now, she said that she was having hardship due to the pandemic, and so she withdrew $90,000 out of her retirement. Well, prosecutors said that she didn't use the money for a hardship. She, in fact, used the money to put a down payment down on 2 vacation homes in Florida. And so they also said that she wasn't having a hardship because she made almost $250,000 a year and her salary was not affected. She didn't take a pay cut or anything like that. All right. So during sentencing, whenever that is, she could get 10 years for those 2 counts of perjury that she was found guilty of. All right. But that's not it. She's also facing another trial where she is facing 2 counts of mortgage fraud, to where she could get 30 additional years in prison. Now, regarding that, on the application, they said she failed to say that she was behind $45,000 in her taxes. She also sold a home in Baltimore for $150,000, and she actually profited from that, so it wasn't a loss. She did not report that. And also on the application, she said that she'd be the only one living at the property, and they said that wasn't the truth as well. And so she is looking at, going to prison. But my thing is this: who did Marilyn make mad? Well, y'all know who she made mad. Y'all remember back in 2015 where Brother Freddie Gray, 25-year-old black man, was killed while he was in police custody. Police officers, they rode him around in a van all through Baltimore. And when he came up out of that van, he was so badly injured to where he died from his injuries about a week or so later. And so Marilyn Mosby, being the state attorney, she, took it upon herself to bring them up on charges. She said, because something's not right here, they need to be held accountable. This is murder. Well, needless to say, those police officers, and it was 6 of them, they were found not guilty in all of that. And she says, well, I don't regret doing that because, he was minding his business. Now, the police officers said, oh, well, we thought he was selling drugs and he had a, illegal knife on him. But Marilyn was like, no, the knife was not illegal. He had a legal weapon on him, or a knife. He was allowed to carry it by Baltimore law. All right. So then those police officers tried to sue Marilyn Mosby, but it was thrown out. And even in appellate court, it was thrown out as well. And so here you come in 2022 where they level all of those charges against her. Now, listen, I'm not saying she didn't commit a little fraud, by saying she needed the money and all that other stuff. Some people will say, well, that sounds like it's kind of smart investing. I don't know. I'm not telling y'all that, but I'm just, saying what some people would probably say. But the prosecution there was like, nah, we got you in our crosshairs and we gonna make you pay for it. Now, if you ask me, now this is just my opinion, I believe that they're sticking it to her for trying to hold those police officers accountable for what they did to Freddie Gray. They rode him around in shackles and handcuffs and all that other stuff, did not have him seatbelted in the van. And, he was bumping around and all kind of stuff. They said they found like the little divot marks, because you know how in vans they have like the little tops of the screws and stuff that are kind of up off the floor and on the walls. They found those marks all over his body. And they said that happened from them, driving all around the city crazy with him in the van. And they're saying that they did it on purpose because the police station wasn't that far from where they picked him up, but they said the ride took about 45 minutes or so. So that's why, you know, she brought them up on charges. But yeah, I think this is a witch hunt, and I think they're trying to make her pay for trying to hold those police officers accountable. But, you know, that's what happens in America when black people try to say, hey, you know what, it's not right what happened, and y'all should pay for that. Y'all should be held accountable. And the other sad thing too is, listen, I don't know what's going on with Marilyn and her husband Nick, but he is seeking divorce. And they asked him about what happened, you know, her being found guilty. He says, well, you know, I'm just trying to focus on being the city council, because he's a city councilman. So he says, I'm focused on the city. And I'm like, really, dude? You focused on the city? Now I know y'all getting a divorce or whatever. And maybe he's afraid. Maybe he's like, listen, I see what they did to my soon-to-be ex-wife. I don't want to be next, because they do have 2 children. If she goes to jail, somebody's going to have to raise them. So maybe it's strategic on his behalf to say, hey, you know what? I'm just focusing on running the city. But I think it's a huge misjustice. And as Marilyn said, y'all got a lot of other things y'all can be focused on, but y'all focusing on me. She says it's definitely a political ploy in what they're doing to her. And I'm here to say I agree. I think they're sticking it to her because she tried to hold the man accountable for their role in the murder of Freddie Gray. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.